Hello everyone, welcome to Express Yourself Success Story series. Today we have our special guest Shakshi Thapliyal. Currently she is working as Human Resource Associate at Multiliving Technologies Private Limited. She has done her life project from Primavera Solution. She has also completed her winter internship project Human Resource Generalist from ANROC. Apart from that, she has done her summer internship project from Mahindra Stock Brokers Limited in training and development profile. She has completed her post-graduation in human resource specialization from Pune Institute of Business Management, and also she has completed her graduation in BBA from Graphic Era University, Dehradun. I want to welcome you, Shakshi.
Thank you,
And
Lata.
yes, thank you so much. I'm super excited that you are here today. So let's start today's series. So Sakshi, could you please brief us about your job role in,
Yeah, sure. So I have joined in Multiliving Technologies in the month of December 2020. So I was hired as a role of Human Resource Associate. So my company, I'll give a bit brief about my company.
Yeah, sure.
My company is a startup. So it's not
Alright.
a decades old company like Tata or Reliance, but then it is associated with Lodha Ventures, which is a
Okay.
Lodha group which we all are aware about. Okay, and it is a startup which is into real estate rentals and services and all. So we have started this journey in 2019. I mean, the company started the journey to 2019, and in 2020 I've joined them as an HR. Sorry. So earlier there is no specific department because our entire HR department was managed by the third party, that is the vendor.
Okay. All right.
Now the HR department is managed by me. So first of all, it is a very privilege to being associated with a company which is giving you so much to learn.
Exactly.
And second thing, it is not only about the learning, but the kind of environment, kind of people. So all the people, all the employees we have in a company are between the age of 20 to 30s and not more than 40s. So
Great.
it's a energetic youth, emphasis kind of a company, and
Exactly.
there is a lot to learn and lot to grow. I'm still learning a lot because I have just only completed 6 months. And if I talk about my role, so as of now, I specifically don't know how should I explain it, but then I'm doing everything starting from training to development, then associated with compensation management, then recruitment, and then talent acquisition and everything. So earlier I was bit into hiring the front level employees, but now I'm also hiring the level of like vice president, then directors. So it is a very good experience. If I say because this is my first job as an particularly as an employee, I have done a lot of internships, but then internship is different than doing the actual job, handling all those responsibilities, and then when you have a lot of liabilities on your shoulders. So those kind of things, so I was a bit nervous in the beginning, but then the kind of environment I was into, everybody supported me, be it my reporting manager, be it the company CEO. So everyone is like that, do whatever mistakes you want to do, but the important thing is you learn and you grow. So that's the best thing, that's the best environment I'm starting off with my career. So I think if I would have been in any other company, so I may not be able to grow that much, which I'm doing it at Multiliving Technologies. Yeah.
So Shakshi, we want to know from you how you prepare yourself for the entire recruitment process, the interview process, and everything.
Okay. So I usually don't sort of prepare myself because there are already JDs are already prepared. So everything was the structure of recruitment is already there. It's just that there is no one to handle it properly the way it should be, because when the HR department is managed by the third party or the third vendor, they keep it very stagnant. There is no growth in the HR department. It is just like they have to pay the salaries, they have to recruit somebody, and that's all. But when I started off with my recruitment, so it was only for the front level employees, level 4. So my way of doing it is like we have several consultancies we're associated with, and so I usually get in touch with each and every consultancy before I start my recruitment process. I kind of give my expectation what I'm actually looking for, and I also see what they want us from. Okay, because consultancies work on certain parameters. They want proper feedback, they want their invoices to be cleared on time, they want whosoever joined from their side to our company, it should be like the candidate should be good. So these kind of things are very conscious, create consciousness between the company and the consultancies. So because I didn't know anybody, because I was starting the hiring thing for the first time. So I get in touch with all the consultancies, I ask for what commercials they work on. I get a one-to-one meeting with everyone, that how they are, earlier how they were taking the process with the company, now what changes do they want.
All right.
So yeah, so I gathered a lot of feedback, and then I worked on it, and then I shared the requirements, that I coordinate with the line manager, and then I take the entire process ahead. So this is usually how I manage it.
Exactly.
Can be some other HR wants to manage it their own other way.
Whole other
But
way, exactly.
yeah, but as of now, I am the only one in the HR department. So there is no other person, so I can look upon and say, okay, yeah, you can manage it your own way, we can work together on this. So I try to do it as smooth as possible. That's my main motto.
Great.
Because I don't want my line managers to get affected by it, because in us, usually our sales and hospitality department is very, very hectic. They have the extreme hectic, kind of a month and weekend. So I try to make it smooth and fast as much as I can. So this is how I usually do.
Okay, all right. Actually, I want to know how you prepare yourself for your like recruitment or interview process for when you was as a student.
Okay, so if I when I was a student, I'm still am, I'm not post graduated as of now. So when I used to be preparing for the interviews, I look on certain things. First of all, I think personality is one thing which is very much important. Reason being, if your personality is not up to the mark, the people sitting in front of you may feel that this candidate little not confident, because your personality gives a lot of confidence, right? Second thing, I always work on to have an proper knowledge about the company. If I'm giving an interview for a particular company, I should know about it.
Exactly.
Right? Maybe the interviewer doesn't ask कि क्या तुम मेरी कंपनी के बारे में जानते हो?
Exactly.
No interviewer asked like that. But then it is the courtesy of the candidate to know
about the organization.
Yeah, in which organization you are applying, you should know about it. And then third thing, the certain questions which are very common.
Exactly.
So being from the HR background, so certain questions like how will you manage the employees, so certain kind of a situation based question. So these are the questions which are very important to understand, because HR is a kind of a profile where situations keep on arising. So हो सकता है आज आप पे किसी एम्प्लॉय की क्वेरी आए, कल आप पे कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंज आए. So these are very common things.
Totally agree. Exactly.
So I usually used to prepare myself like, let's take certain 10 to 15 situation based question, 10 to 5 to 10 specific question, like tell me about yourself, tell me about your family, tell me about your work experience, tell me about internship. So these are very common questions.
Epic questions, exactly.
Yeah. And certain questions are related to your critical thinking, then your psychological ability. So these kind of questions are very much important. So when I gave interview for Multi-Living Technologies, they asked me situation based questions a lot. Okay. So because I have prepared myself, because
and it was easy for you to give the answer.
So it was a bit easy for me to give them the answer. And then second thing, knowledge plays a part. If you know, so I recommend this to everyone. Please do what you like. I liked HR. I had interest in HR. I did that, and I'm able to convert it into my career. But if I use but if I liked marketing, then I'm doing HR, so it makes no sense.
Exactly. Beautiful.
So this is the main thing I really had done. So as
Wow.
of now,
Exactly. So, Shakshi, that there are some HR questions
right.
that is requested by our students, our subscribers. So, we'll discuss one by one. Very first one, that if how a salary negotiation can be done with HR. Like our viewers and subscribers are very like they requested that how is it possible, to do a salary negotiation with HR?
Actually, that's a secret. Usually, you can't do a salary negotiation with an HR if you are a fresher, to be very honest.
So they are experienced, so
Yeah,
they
but
requested.
yeah, so if if you're experienced enough, then I recommend you to always make your competencies the best part of everything. So let's say if I had 5 years of experience and I'm demanding 10 lakh rupees, so why I am demanding it? That's the main question.
You have to
If
prove.
yeah, you have to prove yourself. You can't just say कि मैंने TCS में काम किया, that's why I'm asking 10 lakh rupees. Can be the case, but then the main thing what every line manager, interviewer, or the HR sees in the person is four things that I also see in every candidate. First is honesty, second is integrity, third is how much they are able to give to our company, and how much they can relate to our culture. So if I hire a person age 56 in my company, I am not sure he or she will able to adjust. Reason being, everyone in our company is so young. The culture we had is so open that our CEO comes sit with us and eat. So
Oh, great.
if that is the case with the 56-year-old person, he will think that कि ये क्या चल रहा है यार, मतलब if I am the manager,
We
I may
can't
not.
imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that is very important. If you're doing salary negotiation, try to bring your competencies, that I have done this, these are my skills, and always try to give them the emphasis that I want to learn, I want to grow. If you said these are my certain skill and मैं इसी में perfect हूँ and मैं इसी में ही रहना चाहता हूँ, the other person gets the perception कि यार he doesn't or she doesn't have any enthusiasm to grow, right? So company में there are hierarchy. If today I'm associate, I want to be an HR manager. After that, I want to be a CHRO maybe in the future. But then for that, I may have the ability to grow, to develop certain competencies which are not in me right now. So अगर आपको HR के साथ you have to negotiate, you should bring your competencies into frame, and you should bring your perspective. That see, right now I have these competencies, and I'm very sure that after 2 to 3 years down the line, I may be able to grow this much, and I'm pretty much sure that I have that personality and I have that confidence to give your company this kind of a output.
Output, exactly.
Because the more confidence you show to the HR will always going to appreciate it.
All right.
That is how things work. अगर आप पहले ही अपना कॉन्फिडेंस लूज कर दोगे, so HR is something, it's a I may not say it, but it is a cost function.
Exactly.
HR doesn't give revenue to the company, but then they have the liability to cut short the budget, to cut short the excessive cost. अगर मुझे कोई कैंडिडेट 8 लाख में मिल रहा है, तो मैं किसी और को 10 लाख क्यों दूं?
You do. Exactly.
Right? चाहे कंपनी ने मुझे बजट दे रखा है 10 lakhs का, but that is my capability to bring that person 10 to 8.
Yes.
But then if the person is like, I am capable and he has that confidence, so I may think of कि यार इसे 10 लाख देना चाहिए. Right? So I think you should have that perspective.
Exactly.
If you have experience, you should be confident about it. Because in the past 6 months, I have seen a lot of people, they have good number of years of confidence, but they are not confident about it. They were like, ठीक है आप 8 भी दे दोगे तो चलेगा. Why? क्यों चलेगा?
They are there to negotiate with them only, not with HR.
They are already, internally so much kind of lack of enthusiasm. They were like, पहले मैं 5 के पैकेट में था, मुझे 8 मिल रहा है, तो I'm satisfied. You should never settle for less. You should
Yeah,
never settle for less. But if you're a fresher, at initial stages, you have to settle for less.
exactly.
But then if you gain, experience. So right now, if let's say for example, right now, if I'm getting 30,000 in hand, let's say, but then after 3 years or 4 years of experience, do I be settling in 30,000? No.
No, not possible.
I'll be demanding, dude, I have done salary negotiation, I have done compensation, I have done hiring, I have done talent acquisition, I have created training and development module in my company. I may not be settling into 8. At least I want 10 to 12. Then the person sitting in front of me will think, okay, she is good. But then if I say, okay, you can give me 10, I'm okay with that. Then this person will say, agar ye 10 mein maan gayi, to 8 mein bhi maan jayegi.
Exactly. And
So
this
that
shows your
is,
personality also. That you are
yes,
ready to sacrifice.
right. And especially, I recommend this for the HR student who are experienced and who are freshers, that your personality should be very good. Because even if you're a fresher or an experienced person, you have to sit with the front level employee, middle level, and senior management as well. So you can't be nervous all the time.
Exactly.
It can be at the first, like when I joined, I was so nervous to sit in the board meeting, and I was like, what should I speak, what should I speak, what should I speak? VPs and then CEOs and directors are sitting in front of me, and I was a 23-year-old girl who doesn't
Exactly.
have any experience of HR, and they were asking me, tell me what is your decision on to this, and I was like, okay, I have to say something. But then now if they invite me in certain board meetings, I was always like, okay, this is my perspective, it may be right, it may be wrong.
This is your point of view.
Yeah. So you should never in a corporate life, you should never think that whatever you're saying, it is wrong. It is a point of view.
Exactly.
For
Absolutely.
me it can be right, but for you it can be wrong.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't speak your point of view in front of others. So
Mhm.
it is very important to put your point of view always in front of others. See, this is what I think. It may be right, it may be wrong, but this is what I think.
Fair enough.
So this is how usually I usually recommend this to everyone, even
Thank you.
people
Yeah.
in my company also. I recommend this only. You should always keep your point of view.
It may be wrong or may be right. You should speak.
Yeah, can be.
Okay. So the next question is like, why should I hire you? What will be the ideal answer for that?
See, then it again depends upon person to person, profile to profile, and level to level.
Very true.
So if I'm a front level employee and I'm earning only 20,000, and somebody asks me, why should I hire you? So my answer can be, because I want this job, I have financial issues, my family, I have a family to feed. But then if I'm a middle level employee, he can be, I want to grow, I want to enhance, I want to produce output for your company. I have seen your company going very well. So there are different answers for different positions and different kind of a situation. But then I think the ideal answer should come from within you. It should be a very honest answer.
Mhm.
You should not made up all the things ki मैं तो ये 4 line बोलूंगा and the HR will hire me. No, because HR have that capability to sense if this person is honest or not. You can say that, yeah, I want to get hired with this company because I see myself going in this company. I want to get this opportunity because I know I can do better in it, and I have those capabilities to make myself very well in this company, and I have that enthusiasm to learn, to grow. But then if you're making things up and you are like, I am this and this and this, and I'm very confident I'll do this. So there is no, parameter. You are, limited to 4 kind of a things.
I think a candidate should match their profile with the organizational requirement for
Right.
that. Yeah.
But then it is very important, you should always prepare yourself with the position you are, you have applied for. If I've
Exactly.
applied for a position of a human resource manager and somebody asks me, why should I hire you? So I can't give them the competencies of a VP. कि मेरे अंदर
Exactly.
तो ये है, मैं ये कर दूंगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा. If I have applied for a manager, my answer should be settled and it should match with the
With the particular profile.
with the particular
Absolutely.
profile, right? So I have seen a lot of candidates, they have applied for sales position and then they are, explaining their competencies and their work experience like they were VP of some company, and it will give a fake aura to the
Idea.
HR.
Hmm.
It actually creates a fake and negative aura in front of the HR thinks either this person is too boasting about it, or he's too overconfident, or she's too overconfident. So never do that. Always prepare about your profile, match your competencies with it, and then give the honest answer.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Great. So Shakshi, like the next question is why experienced people are if looking for a job change. It is a common question that why are you looking for a job change? So what
Right.
will be their answer?
See, it again depends upon situation to situation. I may be looking for a job change because my current company is not giving me that kind of an challenging opportunity which I really wanted. Maybe my current company is giving the challenging opportunities, but I've lost my interest on these opportunities. Okay, so I'll give an example here. We have many employees who are working with us when we started the company, but now they're too much exhausted in that particular department कि मैं 2 साल से product में ही काम कर रहा हूँ. Now I want a change.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we listen to them, we kind of relate to them why you are thinking that you are getting too much exhausted in one particular profile. Then they give us the reason. Then we try to match their competencies with some other department, and if they like it, they can do lateral moving. Why not?
Exactly. Everybody has the right to switch.
Right. So let's say today I'm interested in HR, but maybe after 5 years down the line, I'll be interested into marketing. So
Yeah.
that is not wrong.
Possible. Yeah. Why
That is
not?
wrong. Why not? So if I want to, and then it depends upon the company, that if company want to retain that person, or they
Or
think
not.
yeah, or they
Let
think
them go.
that is the important thing. Or they think यार इसने तो 2 साल प्रोडक्ट में काम किया, अभी से मार्केटिंग में जाना है, ये क्या बात हुई? No, it is okay because we are humans. We may have certain changes in terms of our capabilities, in terms of our competency, and that is not wrong. Right? So in our company, we have many employees who have switched from marketing to product, and then product to tech. So we have retained them because they have already worked with us. They know how
They
multi-living
know the
is.
organization culture.
Right? And they know how multi-living is. So
Exactly.
उसमें गलत क्या है?
And they are already trained for the
Right, right.
organization. They have the knowledge what to do, what not to do.
And being an HR, you should always understand if you hire a new person, you have to put in the cost of training them, put in the
Exactly.
cost of making them comfortable with the organization.
Investment of entire resources.
Right. So a new person at least take 5 to 6 months to get adjusted with the new culture. And if we already have a person who knows the company very well, he just want a change. So why not? And that's what I think that change management and OD came into picture.
Exactly.
I also want interventions as well as company also want interventions. Why not? हम company के भी तो structure change करते हैं, हम company को भी तो revamp करते हैं.
Absolutely.
Right? So if company wants change, why can't employee?
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So Sakshi, like the next question is, suppose if there is a gap in employment for a particular person and he faced the question like why you have that gap in your experience or tenure.
Right,
So
right.
how could he overcome the situation?
So I think in this particular situation, you should speak the truth. And I tell you reason why. Because I have interviewed many candidates. So when I asked them that you have worked in this company in 2019 and you have started working with another company in 2021, where is 2020? If
That's
they're
the gap.
honest, if they're honest that I have laid off from my current previous company, or I was doing coaching for a bank or XYZ. So it's like, okay, that person is honest, that person has some integrity to tell me the truth, I will consider it. But then if a person is making false statements like, I was doing this and oh, I forgot to put it in my resume, or I was starting to do something of my own, but then I dissolved it and XYZ. So
Mhm.
you know as an HR, we get that intimation that this person is just trying to fit in.
When we can understand
Yeah,
if
we
he is
can.
lying.
Yeah, he's lying. And then there is no surety if we if that person come in our company and he will not switch. That is not a guarantee. अगर वो कंपनी में घुसने के लिए झूठ बोल रहा है तो कंपनी छोड़ने के लिए भी झूठ बोल सकता है.
Maybe. Yeah, true.
Right? So I think in this particular situation, the best thing is to give the honest answer. If the person sitting in front of you can be the HR, can be the line manager, can be XYZ, if he has that understanding ki, okay, that person is saying true and that can be the case, so वो आपके जो gap है उसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, because many people take gaps after their graduation
Yeah.
to prepare for CAT, to prepare for MAT, XYZ, but then they do some other thing because they got interest in that particular thing. So उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं है.
And it is not a thing like they are intentionally do that gap in their employment tenure.
Right.
So it may happen. It may happen.
It is very very common nowadays.
Exactly.
If we'll go to 10 years back, 20 years back, किसी के प्रोफाइल में गैप होता था, so there is a kind of a question mark कि maybe that person is not reliable to hire. But as of now, if you're talking about 21st century and then 2020, 2021, so that is very common because now every youth want to explore. If I'm working in a company as an HR, maybe after 2 years down the line, I want to be a air hostess. Who knows? So अगर मैं उसके लिए पढ़ रही हूँ, gap ले रही हूँ, so
yeah, it's very common.
It's not wrong.
And this is for the person's development. He's investing his time for the particular year or 2 years.
Right.
Absolutely
and
fine.
every individual have a right to evolve in his or her career. So I being in, so let's say if you are my employee and I'm your HR, so I don't have a right on your dreams, on your aspirations, on your career perspective, but then I can support you.
Yeah.
If you come to me saying, Sakshi, so I'm being with the company from the past 2 years, but now I think I want to do something else, and this is how I want to grow. So if I'm saying, no, Joeta, you are very good at marketing, don't switch. So that is my, my perspective that I'm letting you down. But if I say, okay, Joeta, if you think that, we support you, and if you need any help from our side, we are okay to do it. That means it creates a long-term relationship with the employee. And that's is what plays the part of our employer branding, right? So
wow, Sakshi.
If I know, actually in the past few months we have a lot of employees who have left us. They started their own venture, but still I talk to them. Still we have a conversation. Why?
I think networking is very important. This is not that you leave my organization, so that's why I will not. This is very professional.
Networking is something which is, I can say, as important as eating food nowadays. Okay. Absolutely. So I may not talk to you every day, every month, or now and then, but if you need any help, if you need anything which I can do, and you think, okay, Sakshi is into that company and she can help me doing that, so why not?
Exactly. That's why we are here, right?
Right. So many people think, यार अगर मैं ना उसको बोलूंगा कि मुझे रेफर कर दे अपनी कंपनी में, तो he will think what a kind of a person I am. I have not talked to him from so many years.
So actually, it happens actually. Maybe all persons are not for the same mentality. Their perceptions are different. So that's why people think that much. Right. But I believe your organization is different, and obviously how you maintain the entire HR functions. I'm proud of you, Sakshi.
Thank you so much, Jyota. Thank you. That means a lot. So, like, my point of saying is that that's why this is the business model of LinkedIn, right?
Yeah,
They connect different people from different companies, from different countries, to help them create a better network. And that
absolutely.
is not bad, that is good. Why not? But then we, being a typical Indian, sometimes we try to restrict ourselves to four of our known people, and then we
Yeah,
create a gap for rest of the others. It should not be the case. So that's what I'm saying. There are many employees who have left us, but then if there is anything, they give me a call and then say, oh Sakshi, how are you, how's everything going, how's multi-living, and and we are like, oh yeah, you. So we also feel that Kyare, he was with us few months back, but then what he's doing right now, he's happy about it, we are happy for him.
yeah.
So
He was your employee after, like, before
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's it. So I think every employer should support their employee, either it's a present employer X, and every employer should understand that the employer is not your enemy but your friend. Okay, it can be the case ki hope the can be the case, sometimes it happens ki employer ki employee se nahi bante, because we used to say people leave their bosses, not the
But
you know
it
company.
differs with organization culture. I believe the
Yeah,
organization culture you have, it's totally different. Totally
right,
different.
right. So that is the saying, and even we used to listen with our faculties when we were in college, that people leave
Exactly.
their bosses, not their company. But actually that is not the case. People do leave their company, not their boss, not their bosses. It is
No,
also the case.
it is depending upon the situation, not only
Right,
only one reason, or not only the organization culture, but maybe they don't have a good relation with their employer or colleagues.
right,
It may be, it may be.
right. And then I again feel one thing, that if you are starting off your career as a fresher, you should be patient.
Yeah.
You should not keep on rushing into things. आज मुझे 30,000 मिल रही है, बस मुझे फटाफट 50 मिल जाए, मुझे फटाफट 70 मिल जाए, मैं फटाफट मैनेजर बन जाऊं, मैं फटाफट ये कर दूं, फटाफट वो कर दूं. Everybody has aspiration to it. Even I have aspiration to have my own home, have my own car, and do this,
Yeah,
do that. But then I can't do it in a couple of years. It may take me a more than couple of years to do it. But then it is very important to be patient and think where you are right now, what you have to do, and how you have to make yourself more capable to do it. मेरे पास 4 स्किल हैं and I want to be a manager. It is not
that's
possible.
possible. Exactly.
अगर मेरे पास चार स्किल हैं, I have to make them 8 to be a manager. It is not only depending upon the company. Company is not my company. Like it is not my father's company कि मेरे पापा बोलेंगे अच्छा आज तो मेरी बेटी एसोसिएट है, कल मैं उसे मैनेजर बना देता हूँ. ऐसा थोड़ी ना होता है. मतलब दैट इज वेरी but people think employees always, sometimes I'm not saying every employee, but then sometimes employee only think कि मेरी कंपनी तो ऐसी है, मुझे ग्रोथ नहीं दे रही. Are you doing something to make yourself more capable?
Yeah,
So if I have 4 skills and I'm asking my company to promote me, my company can say, how have you grown yourself from the past 3 years? You are on the same skills.
absolutely.
That's why people do executive MBA, they do certifications, they do a lot of other things.
Yeah,
They don't have a personal interest to do that, but then they understand the thing to have that doing, keep on learning. Even you will see a lot of people reaching up to a position of VPs and directors, still they keep on learning something new.
exactly.
Right? So if that is the case, you are wanting something from your company, you should give something. It's a win-win kind of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep on taking and taking and taking and then not giving anything back. Right? And if you're very specific with with regards to a career, in spite of saying anything, you will let yourself grow.
Absolutely.
You will not wait कि मेरा HR मुझे आके बोलेगा कि अरे साक्षी कुछ सर्टिफिकेशन कर लो तब मैं करूंगा.
Possible.
So
Yeah,
my can be the case, like we sometimes help our employees to make them understand ki what is right for you, what is wrong for you, but then it is their understanding how they take it. Okay, so if I say Joyita, you are working with us from past 4 years, up to MBA kar lo. So
yeah.
this is very stupid, this is very irrelevant.
Why
If Joyita,
employer will tell?
right, employer may tell. Maybe I tell you ki Joyita, you are working with us from past 4 years and you're working very well. I want you to grow. So do some certification, do some MBA or something so that it will enhance you. I may give you a suggestion, but then it all depends
Up
upon
to
you.
you. Hmm.
If you said नहीं यार मुझे तो बीबीए करके भी इतना मिल रहा है, मैं 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस मुझे हो गया है, अब मैं किसी और कंपनी में स्विच करूंगी तो मुझे 8 से 10 मिल जाएगा, then it is your thinking, that is your point of view, right?
Yeah.
But then if you are settling for less, then again that point comes again. If you're settling for less, that is your perspective.
Correct.
Yeah.
So coming to the next question, like you told, being honest, but sometimes being honest may disqualify a candidate, right? So how to handle the situation?
See, I really don't know, because I'll tell you one thing. So it is specifically for the people who are still doing their MBA, or maybe they're about to give their placements, about to close to their placement. You may have heard this from your teachers and everybody, maybe in the college, that you should have an answer for every other question already prepared. That is true. You should have, but then it should not be like kind of a script.
Yeah.
You are not in a movie, you are in a real life. So
Mhm.
ऐसा नहीं है आपने 4 लाइन का एक आंसर बना लिया, आप हर उस क्वेश्चन को हर कंपनी में एक ही आंसर दे रहे हो. Every company is different, every company's culture is different,
And
every
requirement is also
company's
different.
requirement different, every company's perspective is different.
Mhm.
Right? And you will realize that thing when you enter that company. And why am I saying this? Because I have also done the same thing. मैं ये 4 लाइन पढ़ के जाती हूँ और जो भी मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछेगा मैं ये 4 लाइन ही बोलूंगी. But then when I entered into a organization and I have seen people being so open about everything, I realized it is not important to say a 4 line or paragraph for every other thing. Because company runs on actual things, they don't runs on scripted things or something like that, right? So आप placement के लिए कुछ prepare करो, that is absolutely fine. But then
Yeah.
if you have joined a company, if you have actually started working for that, so it is very much important to understand the culture.
Mhm.
मेरी company का culture है, we have a open door policy, we have a flexibility, we have a open approach. So if I want to approach my CEO, I need not to take any prior kind of appointment. I'll just barge into his cabinet and say, Pankaj, what you are doing, I want to have a word with you, right? So if I have to prepare, oh मुझे आज CEO से मिलने जाना है, 4 लाइन रट लेती हूँ, जैसे घुसूंगी ना यही 4 लाइन बोलूंगी. So that is something which is, I must say, not relevant. जब तक आप स्टूडेंट हो it may be relevant, but then when you become an employee it is not relevant, because every company culture is different. But then there are many companies where hierarchy plays a very important role. If that person is a manager, you have to say sir, ma'am, good morning, good afternoon, take their appointment, take their prior intimation. If you want to talk to them for 5 minutes, you have to mail them to 2-3 days prior or something. So then it again depends upon the culture of the company, right? So you have to, that's why I'm saying it is very important to understand your role and the company and the culture. So if it is very I must say kind of not be okay, but then it is very needed. If you have some reference in any company you're applying for, you should ask कि यार कंपनी का कल्चर कैसा है, कंपनी में एम्प्लॉइज कैसे हैं. You should take the review. So let's say I am working in multi living and you are planning to join multi living. So if you call and ask me कि यार साक्षी you are working in multi living, please बताना कल्चर कैसा है कंपनी का, कंपनी में लोग काम कैसे करते हैं, how is the work
And
environment.
it's very expected that
Yeah.
people call. Yeah.
So if you call me and I give you a perspective कि जोएता हमारा कंपनी का कल्चर ये है, हमारी वैल्यूज ये है, and this is how we work. So when you give your interview, you will be more confident. The type of culture you have and the type of personality I have, it matches. And I love to work with a company. Right? So people should, that's why I'm saying people should develop their network. They should keep on interacting with a lot of corporates. And aajkal to, youth have the power to create a change. So there are many people who can, contact you because you're in a company, contact me because I'm in another company,
Okay.
to understand कि यार company का actually culture होता कैसे. Because we as a student have a pre-stated idea in our mind कि company का culture होता है yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, काम हुआ नहीं हुआ तो ये हो जाएगा. But that is not true. That is completely not true. I have never said anyone sir and ma'am in my company till now.
Yeah.
I, I say, even if it's my owner, I, prefer him with his name. So I never say sir. I always say hi Pankaj. Even if it's my reporting manager, I never say sir. I always say hi sir. So it's like it helps you to connect better.
Exactly.
Right. So I think if I'll not talk about the fresher and I talk about only the experienced people have good, networking because they may have worked in a previous company,
Previous organization.
or they have a lot of friends who have worked in different companies. So try to understand the culture of the company. And if you think that culture is what you're actually looking for, then apply for that company. Just don't always, because I think today youth, they don't all, people switch for, better salaries, but then company culture and company perspective and growth perspective, these things are very much important. अगर आप सिर्फ सैलरी के लिए स्विच कर रहे हो तो देन आप स्विच ही करते रहोगे फिर अपनी लाइफ टाइम में पूरा.
Be satisfied. That's, I believe, satisfaction is important.
Yeah,
Not
satisfaction.
only the financial stability, but also satisfaction is important.
Yeah, because there are many people who have been associated with a company and they're working from past 10 years, 20 years. वो कैसे इतना लंबा काम कर रहे हैं एक कंपनी में? एक ही सैलरी थोड़ी ना कर रहे होंगे, एक ही पोजीशन पे थोड़ी ना कर रहे होंगे. There is something in the company which makes them feel I want to be with this company. So these things have to be, very much pretty understandable by the candidate when he is or she is joining in any other company. सिर्फ सैलरी पैकेज देख के मत ज्वाइन करो. Always look for the culture, always look for the people, always look for the value. Every company has pros and cons, but then you should look for the pros and less for the cons, because if you're always looking for the cons, then you will never look for pros in any other company.
Exactly. Be positive always.
Yeah, even Reliance and Tata में भी तो कुछ cons होंगे, but then people want to join those brands. Why? There is something, right? Their pros are much more than their cons. So always look for pros, and rest is your capability, your work structure, how you want to grow, how you are taking your career up and running. So I think these things plays a very important part. Altogether this thing plays a very important part.
Great. So Shakshi, today we are running out of time. So I would request for, like, if we can schedule another call, not now, after some days, and we'll gather some questions from our subscriber. I think it's a better and a nice conversation today. I think they have gained their knowledge, and I think they have also collected their answer from you. They can connect it. So thank you so much, Sakshi, for today's.
Thank you so much, Janata.